Okay. This is not a project I should have recommended. But I'm gonna see if even I can finish it, or at least get it to some reasonable state. So what I'm thinking now is back down here to the bottom to the program. We create a game, and when we create the game, that's also going to create the board. So then all we have to do now is say play the game. And theoretically, well, let's just say we want to play the game. We'll come up here to the play state, and we've already got our board set up here. So actually what we should do in initialization is also self.board print or display. Okay, so now but first we have to create a board. So let's say self.board equals, we got a board. So we'll create the board and then we'll display the board. That sounds fair. So the board class needs a display method. Okay. I guess, well, let's print display. Now the thing that needs to get print out is something like this. Print board with a board array. So this method needs to come down here. And board array. Okay, so we got to go over here. F board array. Board array. Okay, board array is a local variable or parameter that gets passed in. So print board says print board display. So that's board display. That's board. This stuff is just all over the place. So print board board. Print board board array. Print board board display. So let's see what board display is. So board display okay, this is board display. It's just a bunch of zeros initially, which corresponds to this, and then as you play the game you get asterisks and pluses. Okay, so I think the first thing we should do, well, we should set the size. Oh, we already have a board. So this board has a bunch of zeros. This board has the string zeros. So print board board array. This one is for printing out the numeric board because I can see it's being converted to a string here. So board array really? I don't know why everything has to be so complicated. So X okay, here he's got the board array with the zeros in it. So this looks like he's just printing out numbers. He prints out numbers. So this is like a header, just printing out numbers. Here's board array with the zeros, so we'll say self.board array. Okay, so if we call this method print board on a board, we should at least get these zeros, and we should even get this pretty little header. Too many blank lines. So let's save that. Okay, this one display. Okay, I'll comment this one out. Eventually I'm going to use display, but for right now just let it be print board. Okay, these are just totally confusing. Okay, so Battleship, line 170. Filled. Got called for 138. Okay, this code, don't think I really want that. Line 16. Yeah, because I said board. You know what? I'm going to call it display regardless. Okay. Column size is a self. Row size is a self. Okay, so hopefully at this point, well, we got the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 152. Okay, so we have we have a board. There's no print board on line 24 because I called it display. Wow. We're not passing anything. So it looks like we should get the board printed out twice. Game object has no self.display, no play, self.board display. Okay, got our nice arrays. There's only one thing to change. Wikipedia Battleship. And the Battleship's played on a 10 by 10 board, not a 9 by 9. I'm going to change that, and then these should be A through J, not 1. So we'll leave that there, come back to it later. Okay, now ship list, line 28. Okay, so we printed out the board, displayed the board, and now we're doing the ship list. 28 ship list. Okay, so the game that we're playing it crashed on line 28. Play. Self.board.display. That one there. that one there. Okay, we got these screen clears in here, which means I didn't get to see the second board. So clear, Battleship. We call init, we print out the board, we call play, print out the board, then it crashes right here because there's no ship list. If there was, it would be called self.ship list, but the ships would actually belong to the board, so we don't want them here anyway. Okay, this is giving us the game status. This. Okay. So the point now is we can't play without seeing a board here. Without seeing ships. So the ships get made in the ship class, which we're not calling. Okay, let's see if we can figure out how a ship gets made. Okay, a ship can be horizontal or vertical. The ships themselves, their positions don't get stored on the board. The ships themselves get stored in these ship info structures. Oh, look at this. It is calling the constructor the ship. So it is calling this. And when it calls it, it says size, orientation, location. Size, orientation, location. So this is one loop that is constructing ships. It appends 4 ships to the ship list. And that's in the ship class. Okay, let's pause, come back.